Hi there guys, it's Eastwood for Life fan here, back with another unboxing video. So this video we are going to be unboxing a release that you could say I've been waiting for a while to come out. We're talking about the good, the bad and the ugly 4K limited edition from Arrow Video, which comes with a new restoration of the movie with the theatrical cut, and for the first time on 4K, the extended cut of the movie. So have Arrow Video done a fine job of this. I will be comparing this movie and giving my thoughts on it. So let's get to the contents and show the bits of this edition from Arrow Video. So Arrow Video has sent this a little bit early. It's not officially out till I think August the 11th, and as I'm filming this it's August the 3rd on a Sunday. So yeah, the newly commissioned artwork here with Clint Eastwood on the front cover, and on this release it's actually a 4-disc release, and these are the features. And the 4-disc release, you get disc 1, which is going to have the international cut, a new 4K restoration, 162-minute version. It's going to be in Dolby Vision HDR, HDR10. Disc 2, which is the one I'm really looking forward to, it's going to have the extended cut, 179-minute version of the movie, re-edited with the extra scenes. That's going to be on 4K, never been released on 4K before. Disc 3, you're going to have stacks of new features, which is a big plus. I mean, you've got new extras in there, interviews, a circular trilogy, the laughter behind the epic, 3 colors, Sergio, the hand that drew the West. And there's also another interesting one called They Call Him Angel Eyes, about Lee Van Cleef with Mike Malloy. He normally does good write-ups of Italian movies. And also another interesting feature here, you do get one with Fabio Testi, who was a stuntman, and he became an Italian actor who done a few spaghetti westerns. You got one in there called From Falls to Fame, and The Man, The Cut, The Masterpiece. So you get loads of extras. Plus disc 4, you're also getting the Sand Hill Unearthed release, which is only going to come in this collector's edition. I think when it does get released on 4K, it's not going to contain that. That's basically about the Sad Hill Cemetery, where they done a restoration of the location of the finale of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and that was also shown on the Netflix streaming service as a documentary. So that's what you get. So let's go inside this 4K collector's edition. So now Arrow Video with these kind of like slip covers. There's all the features. On the back of the slip box, and they have done some artwork on the back. You've got Lee Van Cleef and Eli Wallach, Angel Eyes and Tuco, with Blondie in the background. So yeah, nice artwork there, which is always a huge plus, because sometimes Arrow Video on the back of their slip boxes of late, they have left it a little bit empty. So let's see the contents inside. And before I do go into showing in the contents, this release does come with a booklet, a double-sided poster and a reversible sleeve. So let's see the goodies inside this. So we'll start off with the poster. Normally the poster is the newly commissioned artwork which is on the Amaray. You do get it with the good, the bad and the ugly in English text as well as Italian text. And the back should normally have the original poster, the very first poster of the movie that I'd ever seen of this. So yeah, that is a double-sided poster, which does come with the Amaray cover, and there should be a reversible sleeve showing the original artwork, which it does. And while I do like that, I'm going to go with the original. Yeah, always call me old school, but I do prefer the original artwork. So we'll have a look at the discs next. And this is disc 1, the original cut in 4K. And is there, yep, we do have different artwork. You get disc 2, the extended cut with Lee Van Cleef, and then you get disc 3, the extras, picture of Eli Wallach, Stuco, and disc 4, the Sad Hill Unearthed documentary, which did get released with this separate release a couple of years back, but as a nice extra, and it does sit nice and tidy in this 4K collector's edition from Arrow Video. And it's the same documentary that was on Netflix, Sad Hill Unearthed. So that is your discs, and we'll have a look at the booklet. So to the booklet, and before I do get to the booklet, as with a lot of these releases in the Dollar Movie, from the Dollar Movie trilogy, a lot of the older extras normally get carried over with the likes of Christopher Frayling. He does some great sort of interviews and documentaries, so they would also be on this edition. The third movie in the Dollar trilogy in 1966, directed by Sergio Leone. That's a classic photo there of Tuco catching up with Blondie. The main players, Lee Van Cleef as Angel Eyes, Eli Wallach as Tuco, the bandit, and everybody. I'm not going to go into too deep a detail into the movie. Everybody knows these three characters are on a quest to find the hidden casket of gold coins, $200,000, and while I do like the two previous movies, A Fistful of Dollars, which is done on a shoestring budget in 1965 you had For a Few Dollars More, which was done with a bigger budget, but The Good, the Bad and the Ugly has that real epic masterpiece. And not only do you get like this quest for the hidden gold, you also get the Civil War story thrown in, which does add to the movie as well. And there's the classic scene at Sad Hill Cemetery, which was filmed in North Spain, in Burgos. And it had, I think it was a 1.2 million budget, and I think it earned $39 million worldwide. So it was definitely an epic ending to the trilogy. And yeah, everyone's got their own take on it, who they preferred. I mean, Eli Wallach certainly did add a lot of humour to the movie. That's also another poster. So yeah, very informative booklet that Arrow Video have put out. So there you have it, the unboxing of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, the 4K collector's edition from Arrow Video, with some great packaging, and this release do match up with the other two releases. So I'm going to give my thoughts on the movie, how it stacks up with the Kino Lorber 4K theatrical cut and the extended Blu-ray cut, and see how they compare to this version, because it is a new restoration. So I'll be back in 3 hours time. So guys, I have now checked out the transfer and the sound of Arrow Video's 4K limited edition of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. I'm going to compare this release to Kino Lorber's release. Now, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly has always had a history of releases that never quite got it right. I think 2014, when the movie got put out on Blu-ray, particularly the cemetery scenes had kind of like a yellow orangey kind of tint, a little bit real dark sandy look, to the point where some bits was even sort of a shade green. So they got that sort of colouring on the movie somewhat wrong. It was overdone, but then Kino came out with this release in, I think it was it 2000, it might have been 2017. Now, while it's not as orangey or yellowy, it is a good transfer, this one. I mean, even the Blu-ray, which is the extended cut, and the theatrical cut, was a lot more lighter coloured, but it's somewhat, you can notice that it is a little bit tampered, but still lacking, but not perfect, but still a good release. I've checked out this movie in the Kino release a few times, and yeah, while this is affordable, which is still a little bit difficult to get with the slipcover, I mean, I would give this a 7 out of 10, so it's a very good solid release. But the Arrow Video release, which does come with the new restoration, is a whole lot better. This is as good as it's going to get. I like the previous two releases. I mean, they were probably, I think I gave them 7.5 out of 10. And guys, again, you got to remember, this is a Euro Western made in, you know, the mid 60s, 64, 65 and 66, while the first two movies has got that kind of cult sort of grimy look. The Good, the Bad and the Ugly is a more higher budget movie, so it's probably gonna look better on your own TV 4K setup. Now, for me, the volume on this, the sound I should say, was a lot more sharper than the Kino release. I mean, the Kino release was just a shade soft, but this one is definitely a lot more sharper. The cemetery scenes, the colouring is spot on. They got it perfect. It's not too light and it's not too yellowy and orangey, which happened to the Blu-ray releases that came out in, I think it was 2014, which was overdone. If you remembered the previous Blu-ray release on Kino Lorber, that's what it looked like. Like I said, this one has been touched up, but this one, a new restoration. They've really took their time on this. A lot of the army Civil War scenes look spectacular on 4K. Now, the extended scenes that have been added, they just a tad off, but it it doesn't throw you off the movie. I mean, the extended scenes that have been added to this, especially the lighter scenes, do fit well. But this is a very good release from Arrow Video, and I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Like I say, this is as good as it's going to get. My only slight issue was going to be the cemetery scenes. Have they got that colouring right? Not overdone and not too sort of, I mean, the previous release was a lot darker, then they came back and done it, they tampered with it again and it came out a lot lighter. But this time I think they've got the colouring down to a T. Perfect. It's not going to be a 4K showpiece when you compare with previous older movies that for me are 9 out of 10, like the Terminator, and probably the best 4K release of this year is Dirty Harry, which I gave that one a 9 out of 10. I would have given that a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the scene with Harry Callahan carrying the bag of money. Those scenes have always looked a little bit on the dark and grainy side, but that Dirty Harry on 4K still my favourite 4K transfer of the year. But this 8 out of 10, if you're like me, a Western fan or a Clint Eastwood fan, or just love the Dollar Trilogy movies, all three of them are worthy purchases to your collection, and this one did not disappoint. So guys, grab yourself a copy, because on packaging wise, you've got to give this a 10 out of 10, where the Kino one packaging, you probably give that a 6 out of 10. But for what you get on this, you get the Sad Hill Unearthed documentary, which is this, added in this edition. New extras, you get the booklet. I think probably the only thing that's probably be missing would be the soundtrack, and that would probably make it as ultimate as you can get. For packaging, you've got to give this 10 out of 10. But for audio and transfer, I'm going to give this a strong 8 out of 10. And definitely worthy of picking this one up, guys. If you have been kind of sitting on the fence and thinking, are you going to just stick with your previous edition? And the big plus here on for me is the first time the extended version is on 4K, so it's a win-win with this edition. And as always, Arrow Video are still knocking it out of the park. For me, they were the best boutique label from last year, and it's only 6-7 months into the new year, well 8 months now, come up to August now, and Arrow Video, it's going to be very hard to beat this company for their movie releases, because outstanding work. So guys, get yourself a copy of the Good, the Bad and the Ugly 4K limited edition from Arrow Video. A big thumbs up. So guys, let me know what you think of this edition, and if you've picked up the movie, what are your thoughts on the sound, the audio I should say, and the transfer, and is it your favourite dollar movie in the trilogy? So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please share your thoughts, and as always, keep on collecting, and Westerns for life.